Hello students, welcome to your computer class. So I hope all of you are doing good. As in the previous classes, we were continuing with our chapter 4, that is chart in MS Excel, and we have seen various things till now, how to include various elements in the chart, how to choose the design layout. In the previous classes we have seen how to add the title of those charts, whatever the chart we have, if you want to include the chart title or the title for X and Y axis. This we have seen. Then we have seen how to use the smart art chart. So smart art chart, basically we have seen that whenever you want to represent any predefined existing chart which is more you can say beautiful, which is more attractive in nature, so for that we can use the smart art chart. For example, here we have seen any hierarchical organization. If you want to show something for the various PowerPoint presentation or something like that, so for these all purposes we have the option for using the smart art chart. And how to use this, where to find this smart art chart, we can go to the insert tab, and in this insert tab we can find the smart art button. So when you click that, you will give it will give you a dialog box where the different, you can say different types of chart are there, and in these types we have the various subtypes, as you can see here. Clear? So whatever the chart you want or you are willing to use in the Excel sheet, that can be included. So let us quickly see it once again, how we are how we have created a smart art chart. So if you come to, so here you can see that this was example which we have made. So whenever you want to include any chart, we can go to the insert tab, and in the insert tab we have this smart art button. Clear? So when we click this, we give it give you this dialog box. So whatever the type of chart you want to choose, this can be chosen from the left side of this. So here you can see there are various pyramid chart, matrix chart. So let us choose any new, for example this pyramid chart. Okay, and let us click on OK. So here you can see that this is right now superimposed. Let us remove one of these. So as per our requirement, we can choose the type of the chart. Clear? So suppose there is any you can say any science project where you are explaining any prism or something, any feature of that. So this type of where different component of the colors you are willing to show, so this can be chosen related to that. So whatever the text you want to write, here we have this text option for writing the different values of these, and here you can see these are the different layouts of these. Whatever the layout you want to choose, this can be chosen from here. And other than this, we have the different uh, in the design tab we have the different appearance of this. So if you want to have any 3D effect similar to that, we can choose from here. So let it keep it. Now we have the different color change option. So according to your requirement, the color you want to choose, this can be chosen from here. Clear? So this was all about the smart art chart, and for choosing the different layouts and the different styles, we have these in this ribbon area in the design tab. Clear? We have as well one more tab, that is format tab. So here if you want to change any of these, you can say a single one, any color of that, the text of that, if you want to choose. So here we have the different options for changing the different shapes and the text you can change for related to that. Clear? So as we have seen how to use the smart art chart, now let us come to the next topic, that is, so this was all about including the smart art chart and smart art tool. Next topic is adding sparklines. So first let us see what sparklines, then we will see how we can insert the sparklines in the Excel sheet. So in Excel 2010, sparklines are tiny word-side charts that can appear in a cell. Clear? So what is sparkline? Whenever you are making any table, in these tables we have different cells. So whatever the values you have, if you want a representation of these values inside a single cell, so this can be viewed in a single cell. Clear? So it will appear, we will see how we can clear. So suppose this type of values, this type of uh, column chart, if you want to be represented in a single cell, so this will be called as a sparkline. We will see now how to make this. So sparkline is, these are the tiny word size chart that can appear in a cell. It is very easy to create sparklines. Excel includes three types of sparklines, that is line, column and win and loss. So these are the different types of the sparkline chart. Let us now see how we can create these sparklines. So step number 1 is click on the cell where you want the sparklines to appear. Then click on the insert tab. So here is the insert tab. Then click on the columns inside the sparkline groups. Clear? So here we have the sparkline. In that we will get some subtypes of these. Create a sparkline dialog box will appear. Clear? Let us do first 3 steps. So first, for creating this we will need some data where the table representation is there, the different values is there. So let us choose any of the previous. Okay, so this is the one which we have created earlier. Let us increase the, let us zoom in a little bit. Okay, so here if you want to include the sparklines, so select any of the cells where you want the sparklines to be included, then go to the insert tab, and in the insert tab we have the wait a minute, so we are searching for sparklines. So here you can see in the sparklines we have 3 options which the book was talking about: the line, column and win loss. So whatever the sparkline type you want to choose, this can be chosen from here. So let us select column first. So when we click on that, it will give you a new dialog box. Now let us see what all can be written here in these. So we have followed step number 1, 2 and 3. So this was the dialog box which we have just seen. Clear? Now let us see what all the values we are going to include in these cells, in these dialog box. Step number 4 is click on the icon. Which icon? It is talking about the data range. So click on the icon to select the range of cells that will be the source of the data for the charts. Clear? So means for any of these cells where you are making the sparkline, so on the basis of the values which you want to be included, so we will need to select those cells. Clear? So here you can see, as you click on this icon, this dialog box shrinks. So when you will click on this, it will you can say it will come like this, the shape which is appearing here, this one. Okay, so when we will click on this, it will give you the option to select the range. So whatever a single the sparkline which you want to make for this, so that is for the particular row. That is why we are selecting the different cells which are part of the first or whatever the row that we are making it. Clear? So this is the range which we are selecting for the sparkline. Clear? So in the step number 5 also you can see select the range and click on the close button. As you click close button, this dialog box expand to its normal size again. Okay, we will see after doing selecting the range, we have the next. You can see the data range will appear in the data range cell. Then below that we have one more options. So this area displays the address of the cell which you have selected in step 1. In the cell sparkline will appear, click on the OK button. Clear? So this was the range and this is the cell where the sparkline is going to appear. Clear? So this will show you a single sparkline for that particular row. So let us first do these steps, how we are selecting the range and how we are uh, selecting the cell in which we are making this sparkline. Okay, so let us come on our example. So this we were having with us. So let us do these steps once again so that you can revise as well. So we are right now making the sparkline for the first row, that is the name Alok. So whatever the values here in the first row we have, these are the different you can say the computer parts which the person has purchased. Clear? And for the same we are making the sparkline in the first you can say the first cell after this. So let us select this cell and go to the insert tab, and in the insert tab we have the different sparkline, line, column and win loss. So any of these which you want to include, select those. So I am selecting column sparkline. Now this will give you this dialog box where the first one is choose the data that you want. Clear? So the data range. So what we have to do, we have to click on this, the right side of this, which will expand to give you the selection option. Clear? So right now this is the area which we will select. So here I am selecting the first record values. So these record values are ranging from monitor to scanner. Clear? And you can see as I am selecting here, the cell range in the create sparkline dialog box is right now B5 to F5. Clear? So let us release it. Now you can see this is selected here. So when you click it again, the data range here is appearing B5 to F5, and in the location range it is already the cell which where we are creating this sparkline. So already it is G5. Now click on the OK button. So if I click on the OK button, here you can see a sparkline has been created. Clear? So whatever the values you have seen, 1 2 3 4 5 values we have selected, the same 5 values you can see here in this sparkline as well. Clear? So this was the, you can say, the sparkline for a single record, for a single row. Clear? And you can change the style, color. We will see about these, how we can change these. So let us come again to the book. So this was the single sparkline. Now let us come again to the book. So we have followed the same steps which are given. So we have created the sparkline for the first record. Clear? As you can see, we have selected the data range, then the location range is the cell in which we are creating this sparkline. So the similar sparkline is appearing here. Let us read it further. So sparkline appeared in the selected cell. With proper use of sparkline, data analysis is quicker and more direct to the point. So it is obvious that whenever we want to see a quick picture of all the different records or different values, so this can be used for seeing a quick picture of the different values which are present in the particular record. The design tool appear on the sparkline tool tabs. So here you can see at the top we have the design tab where we can choose the different things for changing the view of these sparkline. If we can edit and format, if we can edit or format the sparkline using these tools. Okay, let us see. Clear? So you can see whatever the record which we have selected, for that we have created the sparkline. So if you want to see the sparkline of the all the records, so this way we can include the sparkline for the different records in a similar way, and this way the sparkline can be added for the different rows or different records. Let us try to make the different sparkline for different records. So here you can see in the Excel, earlier also we have seen that whenever a single sparkline is created or any of the formula is applied to any of these, so let us check that can this similar sparkline way which we have selected the range, will this be can this be done for all of the different records? So if I select this and drag it down, so let us see whether the different records is also appearing. So here you can see all of the different records. If we will select a single record and will make the same, we can do by dragging the one of the values. Clear? And here now let us check the design tab as well. So if we come to the design tab, here we have the different color options. Clear? Using which we can change the style and color of these. Let us drag it down. So here you can see we have the different options to choose the color. So this way the style of these can be changed. Now we were talking about that these sparkline are of three types. One is line, column and win loss. So here you can see in the left side of this, in the design tab, we have the three options. Let us change to the line type. So if I click on the line type, here you can see the, as we make the line chart in a similar way, here in the sparkline we are getting the lines for these values. Clear? And we can also see the win and loss also. So here this one is the values, if it is some negative value or something like that, so in that case the uh, top and bottom approach can be used for displaying these values. Clear? So let us keep it as column chart or the column sparkline. And here we have the different other options for axis if you want to change, or for other group and ungroup thing. So these formattings can be done from the design tab. I hope this is clear. So this way we have seen how to include the sparkline in any of the charts where we have the data in a tabular form. Then we can also do the formatting of these. Let us come again to the book and read the update your knowledge. So with Excel you can also add trend lines to your chart. So as we have seen, this was the topic of sparkline. Some other similar concept is trend lines. So trend line helps you to see both the size and direction of changes in your data, and you can use them to forecast future or past values based on the available data. By creating a trend line, you can answer questions such as, is there a pattern in the recent search of new orders? So similar to this concept, there are the concept of trend lines. So using the trend lines, we can you can say that we can if there is a business firm where the different sales and different respective things are represented in any of these charts or values, the data which is present there. So on the basis of or using the trend lines, you can predict the you can say the future prediction can be done. We can see that how the values are going to, if the same similar pattern is being followed, so what will be the impact in the coming days. So this way The Excel can be used for the data prediction, or you can say the trend can be it can be assumed. Next is, if you want to include new data in your chart or exclude data from your chart, you can use the edit data source dialog box to add or remove entire column or row of the information, or change your data series entirely without changing your chart type or other properties. So it is talking about whenever we are creating any chart, so there we have the option for using the edit data source. Data source, we know that data source are the values which are used for creating any of these charts. So if you want to change, or if you want to include some of these values, or if you want to remove few of these values, for that we can use the edit data source. So edit data source can be used for changing the source of the chart, and by using this by using these edit data sources, we can change the data series. You can say the data series can be edited. So this way we can save our time without changing the chart type, and this can be modified. Let us see example of this. So if we come to the example which we have seen earlier, so let us erase this. So if I come to any of the previous example, for example here this was the chart which we have created. Clear? So suppose we want to change the, right now we are seeing three names here and the three items which are sale items. So if we want to change the source of this, what we can do, we can right click on this, and you can see we will get option 2. It is here we have the select data. Clear? So if I click on the select data, so here we get the select data source. So using this we can include or exclude any of these. So suppose I want only two names to be present here. So what we can do, we can remove or delete any of these. So suppose I am changing one of the names, so let us try to edit this. So here the okay, so here you can see now I have changed earlier the, let me show you. Earlier we have the names here at the bottom and items are in the legends. Okay, now let us try to switch this. So if I come to this select data source, if I click on this switch row column, here you can see the items are at the x-axis and the names are in the legends. Clear? So now if I want to remove any of the names, so suppose I want to remove Alok, so select this and remove from here. So here you can see right now only two colors are there, means the monitor, printer and mouse are present only for Dilip and Kunal. Clear? So this we are talking about editing the data source. So this way we have not changed the chart type. The similar column chart is present, only we can edit the values, or if you want to include one more, here we can have the same option for add button. Clear? So you can choose the range or edit the series. So here we have the series. If we want to select this, so right now this is giving you some error. Let us click on the cancel button. So if I come to okay, so here if I want to add, click on the add button. Dilip, Kunal we are present with, Alok we want to include, so let us select this and click on the OK button. Okay, so right now this the values are also appearing. So this way the selection can be done. Right now it is getting some error. So we have seen it will need to, actually it is giving error. So we were talking about, yes, so here you can see we are with our all the three names. So this way we can change the different data sources, whatever the data which is present in our table, this can be edited and the values or the different columns can be changed from a same chart type. We don't need to change the chart style of the any of these chart which we are creating. So this way we have seen how to edit the data source of the different chart type which we are creating. Now we have covered the explanation of the chapter, and as I have said you that to try the exercise questions, so I hope you have tried few of the questions. So let us discuss few of the questions here from the exercise. So first is take the correct answer, which are the objective questions. So first question is the pictorial representation of the data is called. So we have seen in this chapter whatever the data which we have, if you want to represent that data in a pictorial form, so what is the name of that? The pictorial representation of the data is called as chart. Yes, the answer is chart. Now next question is the type of the chart that shows the contribution of each value to a total value. So what will be the answer? It is talking about that the contribution of one value to a total value. So we have talked about various types of chart. So in the bar chart we make the chart in different bars. Clear? Scatter chart is whatever the concentric circle formation we have. Then pie chart is something where we represent the contribution of one on with the respect to all of the whole values. Clear? So these values which are represented in the form of sector, here we can see that what is the contribution of a single value in respect to the total values. Clear? So the answer of this question becomes pie chart. Clear? So in the pie chart we see the contribution of a single value with respect to the other values. I hope this is clear. Okay, now coming to question number 3. Question number 3 is about the central area within a chart area where actual chart is displayed is known as. So what it is talking about? Suppose we have a chart, and in the chart we know that this chart is having different elements in that. So whatever the chart, suppose this is a column chart in a chart area. Clear? So it is talking about what is the area, the central area inside a chart where the actual chart is displayed. So what is the name of this? Clear? So if you can see this whole chart area, the outer box is the area that is enclosing all of these things, but inside this only the middle part where we have the actual chart area that is having a name. So we have to tell the name of that. So that name is, we have three options. Legend, we know all that what are legend. Legend are the representation of the different things with the respective colors. Clear? So that is the whatever the values there, they are having the name legend. What is data series? The data series is the series of the data which is represented in these chart. Now the third option is plot area. So the answer is correct. It is the plot area. Plot area is the area where the actual chart is present inside this enclosed area. Clear? So the answer of this question is plot area. Clear? Now question number D is that a topographic map, let us first erase this. So coming to question number D, a topographic map is an example of this type of chart. So which type of chart is used for representing topographic map? Yes, the answer is 3D surface. Clear? So 3D surface chart is used for representing the topographic map. We have seen in this while explaining the chapter as well. Now coming to question number E, that is text at the top of the chart. So we all know that at the top of the chart we can include some titles over there. Clear? And the axis have the name, that is axis title. Clear? Axis title is on the axis. The title which is present at the top of the chart, that is the name, that is chart title. Clear? We have seen also how to include these chart titles in the any of these charts. So this way, let me erase the unimportant things. Okay, all of the things are erased. Okay, so let us quickly mark, let me mark you once again. So first answer is chart, then pie chart. Here the third one is plot area, and the fourth one is 3D surface, and fifth is chart title. Clear? So you can note down all the answers together here. Now in the coming class we will continue with the remaining questions of these exercise. So till then, if you have not tried to do the exercise question of these, you can try it once, and let us meet in the next class. Till then, revise all the things which we have covered today, how to include spark lines in the chart, then the concept of smart art chart also. Thank you everyone.